one thing about posture is that people want to make changes. They know that they're not doing things quite right, so they want to make some changes, and they want them to happen now. And parts of posture you can do that with. Some of it you can demonstrate to say, this is where your pain's coming from, and this is how you can take it away. This is where that funny movement's coming from, or why you can't do this thing. And you can show people how to do that. But it doesn't mean that straight away you can do it. It doesn't mean that all day your body will remember it. I can tell you that just because I told you how to do it doesn't mean you'll know how. It's got to be practiced. You've been using your posture unconsciously every day for the last however many years you've been around on the planet. And all that time you've been reinforcing and reinforcing and reinforcing the way you do things. Changing it just because I said so, not going to happen. So, how do we go about changing that? Well, we look for some keys. We look for the things that are the worst things that you do that keep you away from your capital I position. For instance, it might be that you have a high shoulder on one side, and that might be because your arm's turned in. And if you turn your arm out, it might help a little bit. It might bring that shoulder down. It might change the way the muscles work so you can do it. But you're going to have to learn how to do that. And you have to build the muscles up that are going to control that movement, and you have to let the other muscles that are holding it at the moment stretch out. The good news is that as you do that, the aches and pains around that movement will go away, because you'll come into balance. And that's what we're talking about with postural balance. We're talking about getting all the muscles to work. Posture is about the torque of your whole body. Torque as in T-O-R-Q-U-E, not T-A-L-K. The torque is the twist, the amount of twist you have. I know that in my body I tend to want to turn my right foot out, turn my left hip back, lean slightly to the right, lean my head to the left, and take my left shoulder high. This is comfortable for me. But I don't go there anymore because it's also really uncomfortable for me. That's where my brain, my unconscious mind takes me, but it's not where I want to be. Where I want to be is in the centre. Weight even on both feet. Capital I in position. And I practice that to be able to get there. There's some tricks to be able to find how to get there. There's some ways and things you need to know. But there needs to be a process. It's not something you do as an event. It's not just click, clack, plop, and suddenly your posture's good. It's a process that might take you 3 or 4 months. But knowing how is the trick. And to know how, you've got to be able to see how to do the whole thing. How to understand what you've got to do to get to where you want to go. Otherwise, it's a mystery. And I want all the mystery taken out of posture.